Hey guys, this is Hayden with Camping World Mesa. We're checking out this beautiful Cyclone today. Let's get inside. So we're inside right now. I'll turn the camera around here in a second, but just kind of wanted to say I'm noticing that just everything here is a little bit lighter color, but you know, it's not like so white that the smallest smudge of your thumb will get it dirty. You know, it's kind of like a slightly darker silverish grayish. Man, with just a quick wash, this thing will look great. Let's flip the camera around here and give you guys a little first person view. All right. So I'm in the kitchen right now. First thing I'm noticing is just an abundance of counter space. You know, you've got very large microwave, the advanced 3-burner stove, and a very nice size oven here. And my recommendation with RV ovens, you just put like a little pizza stone at the bottom there. It's going to disperse your heat so much better. Got some good drawers here. Very large sink. And it's got the advanced nozzle there, so you'll have the spray and regular release for water. And when you're camping, you don't know what kind of messes you'll be getting in your sink. Lots of cabinet space here. Rearrangement. Do here, make that look a little nicer. More shots of just your abundance of storage, plenty of room for plates, making fried chicken. You have your plates here, more storage here, and it even connects there to the other door, so there's quite a bit of room. Quite a bit of room all throughout. While I'm looking up here, we can check out the ducted AC. So it's going to be a lot quieter and a lot cooler. The more ducts, the better. You know, when you don't have ducted AC, all your air conditioning is just coming from your main unit, and that means it's going to sound like a lawnmower, so not with this one. Yeah, right now, the only thing I'm noticing about this is just a little dirty. I think we just took this in, so probably haven't got a chance to clean it up yet or anything. This is your Norcold 3-way fridge. This is a very, very special fridge, near and dear to my heart. So this will run off 12-volt propane and 110. It also has an automatic switcher. So if you're running on one power source and you run out, it'll automatically switch to the next power source. This thing has saved my buns quite a few times. I had a customer come in one time, a very nice gentleman who just, you know, liked to yell a lot. And he had brought in a unit on trade that had the very same Norcold 3-way fridge as this. And he told me about 3 days later that he had left his buffalo fillets inside the freezer after he gave it to us on trade, and he wanted them back. So I'm, of course, putting on my hazmat suit, stretching on my gloves. I get out there, and lo and behold, the Norcold fridge was, you know, right on point. It automatically switched over from the 110 power source to the propane, and when the propane ran out, it went to 12 volt. And so by the time I finally got to it, his fillets were still frozen, his ice was still cubed. This fridge is a lifesaver. Got a nice table over here, a little dirty, but we can get that out. This one already has the monitor and camera, just sitting right over here. And then this is your tire pressure monitoring system, so you can put that in on your dash. I think there's also a phone app as well, so that way when your tires are getting low, it'll automatically tell you. No need to check them every time you stop. Nice little JBL stereo system here. It will work in zones, so outside will be a zone, inside will be a zone, and then another area of the inside will be a zone. More than likely the garage will also have speakers, and so you can kind of switch where you're listening to your TV or music. Very nice large TV here. It is on a small swivel mount, so that can be adjusted. You could point it at the kitchen, so you can be like watching the game while you're making chicken wings or getting ready. Nice amount of storage. Yeah. Nice thing I like about these Cyclones is they give you plenty of cabinet space. And looks like previous owner was nice enough to include his entire owner's manual packet. So in here we will be able to find information on the appliances, owner's manual, probably in multiple languages, seeing as how fat this is. You know a good owner if he includes that, so you're sitting pretty. One last little storage area over here. Very nice. I like the little decorative glass covering over there. Just kind of makes it look nice. Plus it's nice and high up, so you're not going to be worrying about banging your head on it or something and breaking it. Just nice convenience feature. Yeah, just giving you guys a little look of the kitchen before I move on to the next room. Here's where you can keep a trash can in, and you can, throw your trash away up here, and then when it's time to take the trash out, you just open this up, pull your can out, and take it outside. Step it into the garage, the heart of the fifth wheel toy hauler. So it's got the shatterproof glass doors on the back so that when you put down your ramp and you make it into either the ramp or the patio version, you can leave it open because you'll have these doors to keep bugs out, to increase your insulation. You won't have to be closing that ramp every time you want to go to bed or want to just relax for a while inside. You can just leave those closed and leave your ramp open. Up here we have a little bit more storage. If you have a guest staying in here, they could use this for their clothes. You also have the mid bunk, which we have a little ladder here. Comes out. And then that will lead you up to the mid bunk area, which will also have AC adapters and ducted air conditioning as well, so you won't heat up too much up there. And the ladder just slides back in. Here we have your half bath. I'm in wide angle zoom mode right now, so this is a little bit more better perception on how big everything will be. So you do have plenty of leg room. Nice sink here and mirror and a little bit of storage underneath. I know it might not look like it's too big, but let me quick. As you can see, I'm 6'4" and I'm all legs, and I still have some room there. Hey, I'm not a small guy, but this is not a small half bath. So if I just pull back my capris here, yeah, you can see I still have a good, 4 inches, 3 inches before my knees are hitting there. I'm a really tall guy, so I'm a bad example. But the fact that I can fit in here means you can fit in there. All right. Here's your drop down beds. So the top bed is just a bed, but it's very, very large. It's almost a king size. And then the bottom one, once it's lowered, can either be a bed or a table. So these will flip back as backrests on both sides. You can lower it down. You can make that your table here. So you'll have a table in the middle and then 2 booth seats on each side. And you'll still have your bed. Great, great sleeping arrangements. Also, I love the fact that they have windows in the garage. So many times you get fifth wheel toy haulers and they don't have windows in the garage, but they forget people are sometimes sleeping back here, maybe even living back here. So it's nice to have a little bit of airflow. You can open these up. You can get a cross breeze going by opening that one and that one. Open that one up too, just to get as much air in as possible, or just to enjoy the view outside. Nice decorative lighting up here. Touchscreen interface, very easy. Just you can use this to open your slide. Then here's a little bit more traditional workstation. So you control all your lights, your slides, your awnings. It's your solar controller. Here we're in the master bathroom. Much more leg room in the toilet here as you would be expected. Much bigger sink, a little bit more storage. Shower, very generous size shower. It's got the upgraded nozzle. And then you can double this as a bathtub if you have little ones, or if you just need to soak your feet. It's a great option for it. And over here we have some cabinet space in the medicine cabinet. And then maybe towel, like small hand towels, extra rolls of toilet paper can all go there. And now we're getting busy in the bedroom. This one has the VersaTilt lift. So you can tilt it up like this if you wanted to watch a movie. If you had a TV in here or something, you could, actually be sitting upright while you're watching rather than trying to shove pillows behind your neck. You do have a electric fireplace here. Let me increase resolution. There we go. So you do have a little electric fireplace here. Great for, you know, southern Arizona winter. That's what I go through. I mean, we don't get so cold that you really have to run the furnace, but sometimes it's cold where you just want a little bit of a space heater. This is going to be a perfect option for anyone looking for that. Here we have your washer dryer hookup. So we have enough room for a stackable. You could have a washer dryer here, as well as generous storage, closet space. Getting a little dark in here, but you guys get the idea. A lot of hanging room, just a very big closet. Wonderful feature. And here's the other side. All one giant closet here, but access to both points. A area you can keep your shoes on, watches, purses. Just giving you guys an idea of all the cabinetry. We're on the outside, guys. Pretty much done on the inside. Just wanted to show you, here's your exterior gas pump. So you can, you know, bring your toys around and just use this to have as your gas tank and then fill up your toys with that. It does have one button push auto leveling. It's the only kind of leveling you can do with a beer in your hand. It has the backup camera, but it also has side cameras. So that means when you are hitting your blinker, or if you have someone coming up to your side, it'll be able to switch to side cameras. You'll have a better view. And then also you have 2 awnings, so lots and lots of shade. Guys, I think this Cyclone is an incredible option. Please let me know. We are always here for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to check this out. Let me know if you have any more questions.